tubers, welcome back to another episode of Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews. Nice Almighty's Porch again. We're bumming back at you with Florief Triple from the Florief Abbey in Belgium. What part of Belgium is this from?
Really, there's parts of Belgium. It's a tiny little country.
I guess. Bras Lefebvre. It's brewed for the Florief Abbey by the Brasserie de Florief, or is it Lefebvre in Crowley. But I imagine that Florief is the town that the abbey itself is in. It is a triple style. Basically, what do they generally mean? Like triple fermented, or triple ingredients, or triple malts, or something?
I think it's triple fermented.
Yeah. This comes in at 7.5% ABV, so it's actually a little lighter than some of the triples I've seen.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about this one, other than I hadn't had it before, and I saw it at the SAC, and kind of a search and destroy mission I had up there in December, so it's been in the cellar for 7 months or so.
Yeah, I see it's got cellar dirt on it. Yeah, bird poop.
Probably cellar dirt.
Alright, anyway, you want to pop the cork on this one?
Yeah.
You want to do the honors of this one?
Let's give her, trying to point it toward near the windows, just in case.
We're outdoors, so this should be interesting to see where this cork goes.
If this one even flies. One of the last ones didn't go.
What did we do last time that didn't go anywhere?
I don't think this one's going to pop. It's not pushing back on it, really. No, it did a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
It's still on the deck. Anyway.
Didn't go that far.
You want to do the honors of pouring? Considering it's your beer.
Alright, pour you in first.
Nice amount of smoke coming off of that bottle, though.
Yep, lots of carbon dioxide keeping this thing fresh. That's big head.
Very white.
Yeah,
How white ahead that is. I mean, there is still a little bit of an eggshell color to it, but that's very bright white for a head, for especially for a Trappist. Or not a Trappist style. Excuse me.
I don't think this one's actually officially Trappist.
No, it's not. It's not brewed within the Abbey walls, so they can't call it a official Trappist product. It's brewed for the Abbey, though. I did a quick wiki search before I started this. It looks very filtered. Like usually your triples are more, they're more cloudier. I mean, they're not absolutely 100% cloudy, but that's a very, very filtered looking beer for a Belgian. There's still a little bit of a haze to it, but it looks more like...
It is slightly opaque.
It looks more like a Belgian pale ale. Lovely amount of head on it, though.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
And a fair amount of carbonation coming off of that one as well.
Fair bit, yes.
Look at that. It's almost like a brownish orange, like a very deep gold kind of thing, with a little bit of orangey hue. Looks very nice.
Yeah, it's
big
just
white head.
slightly more golden than that IPA we just had.
Yeah. All right. Fruity.
Yeah, it's very fruity.
Smells awful lot like the corn walnuts we just did. Like as far as the malt goes, there's a lot of there's white grape in there.
Yep, and it's probably the most predominant flavor is the white grape.
Bit of pear. It's almost like Kool-Aid.
And then after that, there's your standard Abbey dust a little bit.
A little bit of a yeasty dustiness there. Floral.
Yeah, that seems pretty on par with the style.
It's not very spicy. You get a real powerful Kool-Aid note.
I don't think
it's drank.
I wouldn't say that it's that sweet, but that's just my opinion.
It's not like strongly sweet. I'm just talking about like the powdery kind of smell you get off of if you opened up a pack of the sugar, the Kool-Aid that comes with the sugar already in it.
Yeah.
And you smelled the packet.
Oh yeah.
It just smells a little bit like Kool-Aid.
I don't think it smells as cheap as that. That's just me. Sorry, monks.
Whatever. It's not actually made by monks. But it's not. It doesn't smell too bad. It's just
all you monks have internet access.
Just down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
Not bad.
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it.
It's fruity, a little zesty.
Got some weird.
Got like a little kind of a citrus thing on the go here.
Yeah, it's got this weird little citrusy taste. Get over here.
Kind of like a lemony or lemony, limey, like a light orange.
What is that? There's something strange going on in the back, but it's like almost winey, like white wine.
Maybe the white grapes.
Yeah, white grape, white wine, almost.
I'm getting a slight booze.
Very dry.
Very dry. I'm getting a slight boozy taste, but like in the same way you taste like the booze in wine a little bit. Not like
white wine or like champagne or something.
Not the way you taste booze in like malt liquor or hard liquor, but like the way the alcohol comes.
Yeah, you got this at the SAC?
I got that at the SAC.
It's quite different from any of the other triples that we've had before.
Yeah,
but
I didn't even really know what it was. But,
Same.
I was like, oh, when am I ever going to be back to the sack?
There you go. It's different. I'll give it that. It's a triple, but it's not. Doesn't come off as thick as like Le Trap or Chimay or.
It's only 7.5, so it's not super heavy.
or something. Yeah, it almost seems like a lighter, easy drinking beer, and it's very dry. And it's almost got like champagne-like qualities. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's not a bad offering.
Want to sit down?
Yeah, we'll take a little break with this one.
All right, we'll be right back. And we're back with Fleury Tripel. So, what did we think about this particular beer? When we were drinking this, when we took a break, we looked at the bottle here and we noticed that it says best before date 3/25/2013. So it's, I'm not sure, like most Trappist or most Belgian style beers have like a shelf life of like 5-6 years they label on the bottle. Which makes me think that, is this actually a 4-year-old beer? Because this is actually coming off as very dry for a triple.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the kind of dating they put on this. I'm thinking it's probably a relatively old bottle.
Yeah, there's hardly any sweetness in it, and it finishes very dry and very effervescent. It's almost like it's had 4 years to mellow out. I mean, we just don't know. This is really nice.
It has been in my cellar for 7 months, for sure.
That's not the entire time, though.
That can't be the entire time, though.
No.
I'm thinking this has got to be at least a 2-year-old bottle, though.
Yeah.
The Point de Croix sack probably doesn't have a whole lot of turnover.
Now that said, I really like this, but in a different way than I like most of my triple style beers. And like I like the big malty and big fruity flavors you get out of the other style of triples, but this one doesn't really have a huge amount of fruity flavors, but it's very light and very refreshing for one, and it finishes very dry. It's almost like champagne.
Yeah, it's a little more subtle, a little more subdued, a little lighter, a little more lovely.
Maybe.
A little more sophisticated, maybe.
Alright. So, if I were to put a number to that, I'm going to give it a 4.25. What do you think?
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
Concorded it. So, yeah, it's just, it must be mellowed out. But in case it isn't, it's still a very good beer, and I definitely suggest checking it out. But, be prepared, it's not like any triple you might have had before.
If you find yourself in a random sack and see one on a shelf somewhere, grab it.
In a random sack.
If you find yourself in a random sack.
That doesn't sound good.
Just trust me on this one.
Yeah, okay. SAQ. S-A-Q. The Saliers.
Société Alcool de Québec.
Whatever. Alright. Anyway, 4.25 for the both of us. Thanks for watching Maxwell Stars and Heist Almighty's review of Fleury Tripel. We will talk to you folks later. Cheers.